Assalamu alaikum dear students and a very good morning to all of you. Hope all of you are doing great. So kids, welcome to the class again. As you all know, my name is Nida Sahar and I am your science teacher. So kids, today we are going to start our new chapter, chapter 6, investigating matter. The main points which we are going to discuss in today's lecture include what is matter, what is volume, states of matter, in which we are going to discuss solid, liquid and gas. So let's get started. Okay, here is the page from your book, and this is page 58. I have highlighted the main points and I'm also going to read the chapter. So let's begin. When we look around, we see plants, animals, water, tables, chairs, and many other things. In what ways are these things different from each other? Their shapes, color, and sizes may be different. They might be made up of different things. What similarity do you find among them? A. All things take up space. B. All things have weight. Here you can see there are different pictures, different things like chair, book, glass, apple, bird, right? So these are different things that you see around you in your daily life. Now, what is matter? All things that take up space and have weight are called matter. People, animals, plants, water, table, chair, and all other things around us are matter. The amount of space each takes up is called its volume. Is air matter? Yes, it is matter because it has weight and it takes up space. So kids, what is matter? Everything around you is matter. All things that take up space and have weight are called matter. When we look around, we see different kinds of things. We see plants, animals, table, chairs, and many other things, right? So everything around you is matter. Matter can be solid, liquid, or gas. Toys are matter, balloons are matter, water is matter too. As toys are solid, balloons consist of gases, and water is a liquid. These all things are matter that has weight and that occupies space. Some matter has parts that are too small to see, right? So kids, here you can see different examples of matter. And what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. Here you can see a person, glasses, butterfly, computer, coffee, desk, chair, cat, plant, cloud, sun. These all are the examples of matter. Matter is anything that has weight and it takes up space. Okay kids, here comes the volume. What is volume? Volume is the amount of space an object occupies. Volume is defined as the amount of space an object or a thing takes. For example, here you can see a block. The amount of space occupied by this block is its volume, right? Here is the second example. This is the glass of water. This is filled with water, and the amount of space the water takes in this glass is its volume, right? So what is volume? The amount of space an object takes or occupies is its volume. Okay, now on page 59, the states of matter. Matter around us is either solid, liquid, or gas. A brick is a solid, water is a liquid, air is the gas. These are the three states of matter: solid, liquids, and gases. Let's discuss their properties. Solids. If we move a brick from one place to another, it does not change its shape or the space it occupies. Thus, solids have definite shape and volume. Now, liquids. Milk in a jug takes the shape of the jug. We can pour this milk into a glass. It will take the shape of the glass. A liquid takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. If we pour the milk on the floor, it will flow. But the amount of space a liquid occupies, that is its volume, remains the same no matter where it is poured. Liquids can flow. They have no definite shape of their own, but they have a definite volume. Now gases. Gases easily change their shape and volume. If we blow air in a balloon, it takes the shape of the balloon. It takes up less space in the balloon than it did outside. Gases therefore cannot have a definite shape. They will occupy the entire space given to them. So kids, there are three states of matter. And what is matter? Matter is anything that has weight and occupies space. So there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Okay kids, here you can see the three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. In first picture you can see these are the molecules and particles of solid. They are tightly and closely packed to each other. They cannot move freely, so that's why solids have definite shape and definite volume. The molecules are tightly and closely packed to each other. That's why solids are rigid. They have fixed shape and fixed volume. Now the second one are the liquid. You can see the molecules of liquid are loosely packed. That's why liquids are not rigid. They do not have fixed shape. They take the shape of the container in which they are kept, but they have a fixed volume, right? Now here you can see the particles of gases. They can move freely from one place to another. That's why and the force of attraction between the particles of gases is negligible. That's why gases are not rigid. They have no fixed shape and no fixed volume. Gases takes the volume of the whole container. It takes the shape of the whole container because the molecules of gases move freely from one place to other place, right? Okay, here you can see some examples of solids. Solids have definite shape and definite volume. They retain a fixed shape and volume. They do not flow. They cannot be easily compressed. The particles of a solid are fixed in a position and there is a little space between the particles. That's why they have fixed shape and volume. Here are some examples of solids. Here you can see a weighing machine, binoculars, ball, screw, locks, and door. So can you compress these materials easily? No, because their particles are tightly packed in a fixed position. Clear? Here comes the liquids. Liquids do not keep their shape. because their molecules are loosely packed. They will take the shape of the container in which they are kept. They will turn to gas when heated, and they will turn to a solid when cold. The molecules of liquids are loosely packed, that's why they do not have definite shape, but they do have definite volume. For example, if a glass of water, if we pour the glass of water on the floor, it will flow, but the amount of space water occupies, that is its volume, remains the same no matter where it is poured. So liquids do not have definite shape, but they have definite volume. And examples of liquid are water, milk, juices, petrol, oil. These all are the examples of liquids. Here comes the gases. As we have discussed, gases do not have definite shape or definite volume. Gases easily change their shape and volume. Gases take the shape of its container. A gas will fill all the space inside a container, not like the liquids. Liquid will take the certain amount, but the certain space, but a gas will fill the entire container, right? So gases take up space and have mass, that's why they are one of the state of matter. Here you can see different examples of gases like steam, the air we blow and inhale and exhale, the helium gas that is used in balloons, right, and natural gas that is filled in the tires. So these all are the examples of gases, and gases do not have definite shape or volume. They takes up the whole space in which they are filled, right? Okay kids, let's watch an interesting video about the states of matter.
Our topic for today is states of matter. Matter is made of particles. It exists in 3 states, namely solid, liquid, and gas. The different states of matter are due to the different arrangement of particles of matter. In solid state, the particles of matter are very close to each other. So, the particles hold each other very tightly. That is, there is a strong force of attraction between them. As a result, solids have a definite shape and volume. In liquid state, the particles are packed closely together, but they are much farther apart than the particles in solids, and so the force of attraction is weaker than it is in solids. Therefore, liquids have a definite volume, but they do not have a definite shape. They take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. In gases, the particles of matter are very far away from each other, and so the force of attraction between them is very weak. Thus, gases have neither a definite shape nor volume. They can fill the entire space or volume of a container, irrespective of the container size.
Okay, on page number 60, here you can see the differences between a solid, liquid and gas. Solids, it has a definite volume and it has a definite shape. Now liquid, it has a definite volume, It does not have a definite shape. It takes the shape of the part of the container it fills. Gas. It does not have a definite volume. It takes the shape of the container. It does not have a definite shape. It takes the shape of the whole container. Clear? So solids have definite volume and shape. Liquids have definite volume but they do not have definite shape. They takes the shape of the container, part of the container it fills. And gases does not have a definite volume, neither definite shape. Clear? Okay kids, now it's your turn. You have to read the chapter thoroughly from page 58 till 60, and you are also going to underline the main points. And I'm sure after watching this video you would be able to tell, can you define matter? What is a volume? What are different states of matter? Can you tell the properties of solid, liquid and gas? Can you give 3 examples of solids, liquids and gases? So students, that is all for the today's lecture. I am sure everything is well understood. In the next class, we will discuss the remaining part of the chapter. Till then, all of you stay home, stay safe and study hard. Take care and Allah Hafiz.